Film Festival, the 11th, has been going on for 11 years. Every year it really is expanding and getting bigger and richer. And just about Arabs telling their own story through movies. We saw the opening Tunisian movie, and we're going to talk to some of the people, people who attended the film and get their reaction.
مزموني بلاد الشاب سايبرنا منه.
معناها سامحني تحبنا نعملوا تصنصير معناها؟
موسيقتنا تمس في برشا قضايا على البلاد. علاش نعملوا في الموسيقى مال؟
الفتى شي ما يتعدى صاحي
وين كنت امبارح؟ الجروب هذا وفين؟
ماما عندنا كونسير اللي نسمعوا فيه.
فهد لازمك ترد بالك على بنتك. ياسر تفكرني فيك وانت في عمرها.
How Arab Film Festival trying to tell their stories and in the same token catering to a certain audience.
Obviously, there isn't one single story about the Tunisian Revolution or the Arab Spring that can tell the whole range of the complex dimensions, right? And this is just one dimension. This is because we can think of the Arab Spring as a result of many grievances as well as desires and hopes, and there presents one element of those hopes, but not necessarily all of them.
And Lana Barkawi is, is behind the executive director of Mizna. You've been telling Arab stories and Arab representing Arab culture, but one of which is Arab Film Festival.
Yes.
Tell us how this Arab Film Festival grew through that last 10 years or so.
It started out as kind of a small, modest film festival, more of a video festival, because we didn't really have access to films at the time. And I think it was 2003 was our first festival. And every year, as we've kind of grown, the film industry in the Middle East and North Africa has really matured and grown. And so,
same issues of women and feminism and all of that when you talk about Arab film and Arab society.
It was a fantastic film. I think it captures extremely well what young people in the region were going through just prior to the revolutions, and in fact are going through now in the counter-revolution, but where they're feeling some sense of liberation, and then the state comes on top of their head and crushes them.
it seems that the audiences enjoy it, and we feel like it's very important to bring Arab, as you said, Arab stories to Minnesota audiences.
But I noticed they were more conservative, was revealing woman's body than the male's body. You know, I mean, was that by design or is just?
Well, of course, must be. I mean, that's definitely. I mean, clearly the filmmaker had an intention or purpose behind that. The kind of male nudity that we see was probably for the first time in Arab film. You see that much kind of male nudity. So in a way, if you think of revolutions as kind of introducing new knowledge or revealing,
that was a revolution too.
We have not seen.
The feminist theme is very appropriate. I think that there has been a great deal of opening in this area. Women in Tunisia now are more educated than men in Tunisia.
And which element was that played out in this film?
I think it captures youth alienation, definitely. It does capture kind of the state's kind of what I call autocratic deafness and inability to understand basically the new energies in society that are looking for ways to express themselves.
The Arab Spring affects how the film industry and how people start telling their own story.
Well, there's no question that a film like that could not be made in Egypt today. But it is possible to make it in Tunisia because Tunisia has had a much more of an open society, and the revolution actually did something in Tunisia, and it banished the authoritarian regimes. Whereas in Egypt, we're back to authoritarianism. So
you came from Cuba. Is any parallel, any similarity here?
Well, whenever you're dealing with that young, independent, passionate, a girl, it doesn't matter where you're from.
My name is Abir, and I just watched as I opened my eyes. It's very powerful, very well done. It's a story of mother and a daughter. Mother, it resonated very well with me because I found myself thinking about it in the context of how I would have felt if I was an Arab living in Morocco at the time, and how difficult it would be to watch my daughter really come of age and be able to speak her mind, but not want to speak her mind, but not be able to speak her mind. So I thought it was a very powerful film.
There were so many other issues that came through playing music, the sexual harassment and how the guy is gonna, compete, and they see her as a, not really give her enough respect.
مش كاننا نحمي فيك راه.
كيف لو انا بيت ذكر في الضرب البارح من جرايدو عاجبك غنيت انت سي بون